Not all sadness cries. Not all sadness looks dramatic. Sometimes it looks like you saying, "I'm fine." You still go to school. You still reply. You still function. But deep down, something feels off. If you've ever felt empty without knowing why, or tired without doing much, or disconnected even when you're surrounded by people, you might be sad in a quiet way, and this kind of sadness is easy to miss, especially by yourself. Let's talk about the 7 signs, because chances are you've been minimizing this for a while. 1. You laugh and joke, but feel empty after. On the outside, you're chill, funny, normal. You joke around. You smile in conversations. People assume you're good, but the moment you're alone, the feeling drops. It's like the happiness turns off when no one's watching. Quiet sadness doesn't remove your ability to laugh. It removes your ability to feel fulfilled. If joy disappears the second the distraction ends, that's a signal. 2. You're not crying, you're just numb. This one confuses a lot of people. You're not sad enough to cry, but you're not okay either. You feel flat, neutral, disconnected. Things that used to excite you don't hit the same. Bad things don't hit as hard either. That numbness, it's not peace. It's your mind protecting you from emotions it hasn't processed yet, and that's exhausting in its own way. 3. You isolate, but not obviously. You still reply. You still show up sometimes, but you avoid deeper connection. You cancel plans last minute. You prefer being alone, even though loneliness hurts. You don't really want to talk, but you don't know what to say anyway, so you disappear quietly. Not because you don't care, but because interacting feels like effort you don't have. And this next sign is one people praise, even though it's a red flag. 4. You're low maintenance to a fault. You tell yourself, "It's fine. Don't worry about me. I'll deal with it." You don't ask for help. You don't vent much. You don't want to be a burden, so you shrink your needs. But quiet sadness often hides behind independence. Just because you can handle things alone doesn't mean you should. Strength without support turns into burnout. 5. You're constantly tired, even on easy days. You didn't do much, but you still feel drained. You wake up tired, you get through the day tired, you go to bed tired, not physically, emotionally, because sadness takes energy to suppress. Holding it together costs more than people realize. If rest doesn't recharge you, it's probably because something emotional hasn't been addressed. 6. You lose motivation for things that once mattered. Not everything, just some things. Your goals feel distant. Your passion feels quiet. Your future feels blurry. You're not hopeless. You're just disconnected. Quiet sadness doesn't scream, "What's the point?" It whispers, "I don't really feel anything about this anymore." And that scares you, so you ignore it. 7. You feel sad, but can't explain. Why? This is the hardest one. Nothing terrible happened. Your life looks fine. Other people have it worse, so you feel guilty for feeling sad at all. But emotions don't need permission. Quiet sadness often comes from unprocessed stress, emotional exhaustion, always being the strong one, never slowing down enough to feel. You don't need a dramatic reason to be struggling. Your feelings are valid, even if they're quiet. Why quiet sadness is so easy to ignore? Because you still function, you still show up, you still get things done. So no one checks in, including you. But functioning is not the same as being okay. And ignoring quiet sadness doesn't make it disappear. It just makes it heavier over time. If this video feels uncomfortably accurate, here's what to do. Gently. 1. Name it. Instead of saying, "I'm fine," try, "I've been feeling off lately." You don't need a full explanation. Awareness is the first relief. 2. Create one safe outlet, Not everyone needs to know. Just one. A friend, a journal, a voice note, a therapist. Somewhere you don't have to perform. 3. Stop invalidating yourself. Don't compare pain. Quiet sadness still counts. Your experience doesn't need to be bad enough to matter. 4. Add one gentle habit. Not productivity, not self-improvement. Something gentle: walks, music, writing, sitting without your phone. Let your emotions breathe. Quick recap. Save this. You might be sad in a quiet way if you laugh but feel empty. You feel numb, not emotional. You isolate subtly. You minimize your needs. You're emotionally tired. You've lost motivation. You can't explain the sadness. Final words. Listen closely. Quiet sadness doesn't mean you're broken. It means you've been holding a lot inside, without space to release it. You don't need to fall apart to deserve support. You don't need to explain everything to be understood. Try this tonight. Check in with yourself the way you check in with others. Even one honest moment counts. If this video made you feel seen, like it so others can find it too. And if you're learning how to feel again, slowly, safely, subscribe. We're not ignoring the quiet stuff anymore. We're healing it. Let's level up together.